everyone, it's Erin with JesusandCoupons.com and welcome to day 17 of our video series. This will be our last week of the video series, and what I want to do today is kind of put everything all together. I want to let you know that this was a lot of information, especially if you were a new person, as far as couponing and learning how to do it. Some of you I know are still feeling overwhelmed with how do I put everything together. I know this about couponing, I know that, but when it comes to looking at the ad and seeing what sales are here, each week, how do I put that all together and make one smooth flow of my schedule and getting my coupons into my binder and organizing my store trips, and how do I go about doing that, and how do I figure out the deals on my own? Now, I've tried to give you all the tools you need to do that. However, we all know that practicing is where you are going to refine your skills. So, in my couponing classes that I do, I focus one on grocery stores and one on drugstores. Now, I just had one this past week that was so phenomenal. We actually had to split the group into two because there were too many people. I also have one coming up where there's going to be 45 people. So what we try to do in those groups is first we will go over like basic couponing, especially in the grocery store one. It's important for you to know the terminology, because if we're going along through a class, or if you're even reading something on the website and you don't know what a term means, then it's hard to figure out what we're talking about. So we go through some basic terminology, some different coupons that are available, like Catalina coupons. Some people have never even seen those, and I made the mistake in my first class of assuming that people knew what coupons looked like at all. So we have visual things to help you learn what different coupons are, where to find them, examples of them. I bring ads so that you can actually look at what a Catalina deal is for those of you that haven't really seen one, or it's hard to recognize for you. We take a look at a certain Catalina where if I had, and it was a true scenario, if I had used the coupons I had to purchase one Pantene shampoo, and we talked about this a little earlier in a different video, but if I had used those coupons to buy one shampoo at a certain store, it would have cost me $3. Regular price was $4.49. If I had taken those coupons I had and bought 8 of them, I only ended up paying 25 cents for each shampoo. Now that's crazy. Why would one cost a lot more than all 8 combined? And we're going to teach you why and how to recognize those sales so that you, if it's a product that you like, you can stock up on those. Now I know people aren't fans of stockpiling all the time, and I kind of want to say that is the reason people stockpile. It's not so they can, it's not always, I should say, so that you can fill up by getting material things, but it's because you're getting them at a good deal, and then you don't have to worry about purchasing those items down the line for a long time. You can focus your energy on your groceries. So things like that we kind of talk about. We do a huge, and not to scare you, but a huge math problem with a Catalina, where there's 10 or so items that are on sale, and we have these amount of coupons, and what scenarios can you go through to get what you need. I show you a very easy calculation that you can use to do that, and I know a lot of people are not math inclined, and I have a lot of those people come through my classes. Now if you're not math inclined, it's okay, because this is very basic math, just addition, subtraction, division of short numbers, basically prices and amounts. Or numbers of items. So what I want you to think about is, if you are having a lot of difficulty putting this all together, consider coming to a class. I'm going to try to schedule those at least one every couple months as far as grocery store, and then another one for drugstore. But the two are so different that I really feel it's better to break up the two. What you will find at each class is the actual coupon policy for the stores that we shop at. Your big stores as far as drugstores would be Rite Aid and Walgreens. We do touch on Target, Walmart, sometimes Kmart, and then grocery stores are Tops and Price Chopper locally. We do talk about Hannaford, and again Walmart has some grocery deals. But those are the basic stores that we're going to talk about. And the reason I do that is so that the people that are coming to my classes, who are mostly local people, I do have one from Vermont that wants to come, but that's okay because she has some of the stores that we shop at. So it's important to know the policy. Now it's okay to read that online, and if you can figure it out and put that into practice on your own, that's great. But a lot of people don't understand it, which I didn't. The only way I learned was making mistakes, recognizing that Price Chopper, for instance, their computer system, even though their 50% rule is half of your total order, their computer system does not keep track of your total order. It sees what your total price is, and if you start taking coupons off it, that becomes your total order instead of your original total order. And if that doesn't make sense to you, you really should come to my couponing class. So I just kind of wanted to let you know that I don't want to leave you hanging. I'm here to help you put this all together, because that's the whole reason I do this. I want to share what I've been able to learn through well, it's been over a year now, but hundreds of hours of making mistakes, because I didn't have a teacher. I didn't know couponing, this whole couponing world existed a year ago. The show didn't come out till a couple of months after I was couponing, so when it did, then I obviously had learned a lot more, because I knew that people were out there doing the same thing, and I certainly didn't know the depth to which you could do this. And I didn't know stores gave away things absolutely for free. Like, that just blew my mind. So I hope you've enjoyed this video series, and I'm hoping that you took something away from it positive, something you may not have known before, even if it was just one little thing. It can make a difference when you're spotting a deal and you remember something that you've heard or that you've seen or that you've put into practice already. You're able to coupon more effectively. You're going to cut time and effort out of your couponing. It becomes almost second nature to you. It becomes a habit rather than something you always have to think about consciously doing all the time. And and I'm not going to say couponing isn't frustrating sometimes. I still get frustrated, but it's so worth it to me to be able to stay with my family a little bit more, to be able to help people in a way that doesn't infringe on my budget, because times are hard for a lot of people. So it does me good to be able to help people through our ministry without overtaking our budget. So join me for our final one on Friday. It's going to be a surprise. Hopefully you'll laugh. But I wanted to do something to thank my readers. We've been here for about 3 months, almost 4 months now, doing the blog. I can't believe how much it's increased just in that time. Just word of mouth. I'm floored. It's a lot of fun, and I love doing this for you. So if you have a question, feel free to always email me at jesusandcoupons.com, at gmail.com, excuse me, and I will see you here next time. Thanks, and God bless.